All right, as you're coming in, I know there's still people out in the hallways. If you are a senior, class of 2025, seniors, class of 2025, I need to see you up here for a minute. Everybody else, come on in. Everybody, there's still a bunch of people. She's right there. There's still a bunch of people in the hallway. Shannon, Jen, no, Shannon, Amy, and Stelly, will you go get from the lounge 3 more of these chairs? Maybe one tall and 2 short, please and thank you. All right, everybody, I need you to stand up. Stand up all across the room. Look at your neighbor and say, man, it's hot in here. I have your phone. If you lost your phone and you have a stitch on the back of your phone, okay, that's Sarisha. All right, now, you know the drill. I need you to get out of your seat, everybody out of your seat, and I need you to go and find, what's the number, Cody?
5.
5 people that you have not said hello to tonight. 5. That's the number from Scotty McQuarrie. Get out. All right, I hope that you have found your 5 people. Grab a seat. Everybody needs to be in a chair. All right. I hope that you are having a great week. Everybody having a great week? Good. Until now. All right. Here's the deal. Listen, shh. I need you to give us your undivided attention for the next 35 to 40 minutes. I think you can do that because these guys and gals up here are going to share some stuff with you, some more than others, Nick. They're going to share some stuff with you. And listen, I'm going to tell you something. They deserve your attention. So even though they're not talking in the microphone every week, you may learn something tonight that could impact your life in a really serious, cool way. So before we get to that, let me tell you everything we got going on because we got a lot of stuff going on, okay? First, Sunday is Easter Sunday. We are here for PCS on Easter Sunday. We have breakfast at 10 o'clock. We will have pancakes, fresh, hot made. I don't know how you have unfresh pancakes. Do they sell frozen pancakes? That sounds disgusting. These are not frozen pancakes. These are fresh pancakes, okay? We'll have those Sunday morning. And then we'll have Easter Sunday service. Hey, listen, if you have a friend who's not going to church anywhere on Sunday, on Easter, you can guilt them and say, look, I mean, like everybody goes to church on Easter and Christmas, right? So come to our church because we're having a youth Easter service. So bring somebody with you on Sunday. Next Wednesday is our annual battle kickball tournament. Next Wednesday, so come ready to play kickball. Wear your team colors. And then the week after that, we've got Ask Pastor Madden, which you won't want to miss. That's also our Waffle House night. Fresh waffles, eggs, bacon, all that stuff. And then the week after that, it's time for the PCSPs. How many of you have never been to the PCSPs before? Wow, that's a lot of hands. Okay. All right. So you're in for a real treat, but I want you to check the screens out and watch this video. All right, we will, for those of you that don't know, the PCSBs is our end of the year party / awards night. We have a lot of fun. You can dress up if you want to, clearly. It's a lot of fun. We dress up. We have good food. You can walk the purple carpet and get your picture made and win some fun awards. We have a lot of fun. We are going to bring back the commercials. So if you want to make a commercial and send it, we will show it at the PCSBs, and then we have our volunteers vote, and we give an award for the best commercial. So go ahead and be working on that. and it'll be a lot of fun. All right, let's get right into it here. So we've not done this in a hot minute, but we want to take an opportunity here to give our seniors a chance to share with you and to tell you a little bit about where life is headed for them and what things are going to look like next year, and maybe even share some of their stories and some of their advice, because they're older and wiser now, so they can tell you things that maybe you may not realize yet, but they've learned along the way. So please give it up for our seniors, the class of 2025. All right, we're just going to go down the line. We're just going to go down the line and let everybody say who they are, and okay, you don't want me to start with you? Briley doesn't want a higher chair. She wants to be back there hidden where nobody can see her. Who has the mic? Okay, Team Money has the mic. Okay, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Tyler.
He forgot his last name. It's all right.
I'm Tyler Shakespeare. I'm heading to Clemson for electrical engineering in the fall. Thank you so much. Some advice would be to start your college applications early, finish them early. Those don't take a lot of time, and if you start the school year, you're gonna forget about them.
So hold on, Tyler. Where are you graduating from?
Greer Middle College.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your major again?
Electrical engineering.
What made you want to do that?
I was just really interested in learning about it.
What is it? Like, what will you do with that?
I'm thinking about going into control systems or energy. So yeah, power engineering.
Energy's good.
Yeah.
Energy drinks. So you mean like energy, like power, like electricity and nuclear and all that stuff?
Yeah.
I love. We're nodding. We have no idea what any of it means, but we're nodding. We're like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, I don't mean this as a knock sports. Why Clemson?
I really like the school. I wanted to go to a big engineering school, so Clemson was the cheapest, and it's a very good school.
It's a very good engineering school.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
So yeah, there's not much other choices.
All right, you pass the mic down, and then
Wait. So what? Sorry. What brought you here, and what has been your experience here?
Oh, I was going to come back to that, but that's good. Go ahead. We'll just do it all while you're here.
My experience here, I think the people here are great. Yeah, y'all are cool. Yeah. My favorite memory. I don't remember. I'm drawing a blank. It wasn't what brought me here.
Just say Deja. Deja did.
Deja brought me here. I didn't know about this place until she told me, and yeah, that's all.
That's all right.
That's good.
That's all right. That's all right. Go ahead, ma'am. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Deja Bolden. I'm graduating from Burns in the UC Upstate Scholars Academy. I plan on going to Presbyterian College in the fall and possibly double majoring in biochemistry and history with a minor in business administration.
Take it easy, man. Don't
sorry.
make the rest of us look bad.
Sorry. What else am I supposed to say?
No, that was good. So
what do you plan on doing with that?
I want to be a pediatrician.
Okay. Very cool.
that's a little kid doctor. Yeah. Why PC?
Oh, I got a full ride.
Oh, well, that's a good reason. Yeah. Yeah.
And I love the campus. It's like small. I thought I wanted to go to Clemson because I just love the sports and everything there, football, but realizing that there's 23,000 people there and there'd be like 300 people in my classes, I don't do well with 60 people in my biology class. So that would have just been like a struggle. And PC, there's like 1,100 kids on campus and there's like 20 kids max per class.
Tyler's rethinking some decisions now. Like, how many people are in there? How far is PC from here for those of you? How many of you have never heard of PC before? Look at all these hands. How far is it from here?
From here, like this church?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, I don't know. It's like it's 42 minutes from my house, an hour and a half from Anderson and Clemson. Let's find out. We're gonna pull it up.
Oh, you're going to do the map thing right now. Okay. I did ask the question. Very, very, very true, Nick.
50 minutes from here, from this spot right here. 50 minutes.
That's not bad.
It's not. No.
So we'll see you Sundays.
Yeah.
Look, that's just good. Yeah. Okay. You have been here from the beginning, 6th grade,
Yes.
for the whole time. Talk about one memory that stands out to you.
I really liked. It was camp like of 2022 when we just came back. I really loved running through our dorm with the pans.
Oh yeah,
That's like one of my favorite things.
yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Somewhere that's on video.
It is. It's on Instagram.
Oh, okay, we'll look at it. All right, we're going to come back. Pass it down because I have some more questions for everybody. All right, sir, please introduce yourself.
Which way do you want me to introduce myself?
However you want to introduce yourself.
I'm going to introduce myself the same way they did. I'm Scotty McQuarrie.
right.
People that don't know me, but I knew that was happening. But I'm Cody Kuhn. I'm graduating from Burns High School, and when I graduate, I'm going to go straight to work for an industrial company putting in storage units.
All right. For not everybody who's on the same page, explain Scotty McQuarrie real quick.
So several years ago, it was my first year youth camp.
That was your first year?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Oh my word!
It was my first year youth camp.
Picked him out of everybody.
I had very bad social anxiety at the time, and I was just sitting in the corner by myself. And then Bo and Jen randomly walked up to me with a phone, a tiny mic, and asked me if I knew who Scotty McQuarrie was. I knew who he was at the time, didn't know what to say. And then ever since then, the name kind of stuck. If I go to youth camp, that's what a lot of people call me. And ever since then, that's what a lot of people know me as camp and here.
Okay, so here's what had happened was, I don't listen to country music because I don't. So my knowledge of country music artists is pretty limited to like Reba and Scotty McQuarrie because he was on American Idol. And I don't know anything he sings. I just know he was country and he went, "Baby, lock them doors." I just remember that, okay?
Wrong. That's Josh Turner.
I know, but he did it on the show.
He did it on American Idol.
He
yeah.
did it on the show.
Yeah.
So I walked up to you and said, "What are you listening to?" And you didn't want to tell me. And I was like, "Is it country?" Like, yeah, it's country. And so the first person that popped in my mind was Scotty McQuarrie. So I was like, "Scotty McQuarrie?" Yeah, it's Scotty McQuarrie. But it totally wasn't. It totally wasn't. Okay, so talk a little bit about, because you've only been here at PCS with us even though we've known you forever. Talk a little bit about how you started to come here a little less than a year ago.
Yeah, so basically the church I was going to, I kind of was slowly coming out of it. I kind of grew up more. I grew up faster than a lot of the other kids because a lot of them were 14, 15 years old. I was 17 at the time, and I came home. I looked at my parents, said, I have to find somewhere else. I'm not getting fed there, and I was praying about it for weeks on end, and my mama up all and suddenly said, "Well, you know who Bo Madden is. Go to Praise Cathedral." And ever since then, the love that y'all give me, the lessons that y'all give, it has truly made me grow into the actual Gospels a lot more than any church I've probably been to has.
Well, you're an awesome person, and not just because you let us call you Scotty McQuarrie. I didn't know that was your first year at camp. I mean, like later that night, Jen was sticking a microphone in your face while you were talking to a girl. Like, are you trying to riz her up? Like, what are you doing, Scotty? And now I feel bad. Now I feel bad.
We were all over you. Oh my word, that's terrible.
Okay, we're going to come back to you. Pass it on to Nick because he wants to go ahead and get this over with. Go ahead.
Hi, Nicholas, you will not get my last name. I refuse.
Why?
Because it's fun.
Okay.
Hush.
Keep going. You're graduating from.
I'm graduating from Riverside High School. We're better than Eastside.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We're the better side. And I do not plan to share what I'm doing afterwards yet. You will find out at grad Sunday.
All right. Give it up for Nick. That's all. He said, I don't want to say anything else.
It's a man of mystery.
Little teaser for graduation Sunday
Right,
there.
gotta be there to
Do you
find
have
out.
do you have a mic? Andrew's got one. That's okay. Briley, do you want me to go to Andrew? Or you want to get it over with? You get it over with? Okay.
Hi guys, I'm Briley Biggerstaff. I'm graduating from Greer Middle College, and I'm going to Clemson for vet and animal sciences.
Nice. So, even though you're hiding and you don't want to talk, why Clemson? What was appealing about Clemson?
It's close to my house.
There you go. And what do you want to do with that major?
I want to be a large animal vet.
Okay, I've
Like
never.
at a zoo?
No, like with like cows and horses.
Oh.
A country vet. So that's what I was going to ask. What's the difference between a large animal vet and I've never heard of a large animal vet.
Well, they work with larger animals.
Larger animals. All right.
And that's why she's graduating.
That's why she's going to Clemson. Could you do an elephant?
I mean, probably, but I don't think I want to.
I don't know. I just think it would be cool. Okay, so if you had a favorite memory, what would you choose from your time in high school?
Probably the first time I came, just because I felt so welcome. I remember Kirsten and Lyric just being so like nice, and
Yeah.
I'd never felt that before. So
Well, you're awesome, and we love you, and I'm not going to make you talk anymore because you're crying, and you're already mad at me because I made you talk too much. I'm sorry. All right, Kate, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm
Hold on.
graduating-
I can't hear. Wait. Okay, now you can go.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm graduating from Woodmont High School. I'm going to be going to Southern Wesleyan to play golf, and I'm going to be majoring in early childhood education.
So you're going to play golf,
Sorry.
like for the team, not just for fun, but you're going to play for the team. What made you get into that besides your father?
Nothing. It was
So
really
when did you discover? Because it was like recent, like within the last couple of years that you just discovered that you could even
You
play.
hadn't played like your whole life.
Right.
No. When did I like it?
Yeah. Like when did your love of golf and you start playing happen?
Hey, hold this up closer so everybody can hear.
Sorry,
There you
sorry.
go.
Probably like the end of junior year.
So
when
junior
it started
year,
getting better.
and you are so good that you got a scholarship to go play.
Yeah, I'm okay.
She just went, yeah.
That's awesome. No, that's something to be very proud of.
So early childhood, what did you say? Early childhood?
Education.
That means you want to be a teacher.
Right.
So just like large animal vets deal with large animals, early childhood is like elementary age, right?
Yeah.
Sure about that?
No.
All right. One favorite memory, what would it be?
All of them. Yeah.
But no, you got to pick one. That's a cop out.
I can't think of one. I don't know.
Or we'll come back.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back. We'll come back. We'll go to Olivia and we'll come back.
Hi, I'm Olivia Bernard, and I'm graduating from home because I'm homeschooled, or whatever. And I'm not going to college. I'm going to go into the baking career because I love baking, and I've always baked my whole life. So, yeah. And also, like, work at my mom's vocal studio.
Say it again.
Work at my mom's vocal studio.
That's right.
as well.
So when did you start baking? Like very early on?
Yeah, like probably 10.
What do
Really?
you bake?
I do cakes. I do everything. But like I made
Like
her
birthday
cake.
cakes?
Yeah, I made her birthday cake. I'm making 2 cakes for her, and then yeah, I'm making a cake like this weekend for her birthday.
What?
Yeah.
But like, what other hidden talents are y'all hiding in these seats?
Can you make a cake without eggs?
Probably.
Can you make a cake without eggs and gluten?
Yes, that's like a vegan cake.
It's just cardboard at that point. What is your favorite thing to bake?
Favorite thing to bake? It's probably cake. That's my favorite. Birthday cake.
Do you have a website?
No, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Have you thought about going on Is It Cake?
No.
Have
You
you
should.
ever seen that show?
I don't like that show.
You don't like that show?
No.
Why?
Because I can tell whenever.
What about
it's, like,
Nailed It?
obvious. What?
What about Nailed
I love
It?
Nailed It, but like.
Nailed It's awesome.
I'm not.
Nailed It.
I'm not like that bad, so.
Listen, I am intrigued. I need to see these cakes. This is awesome.
I think we should do our own version of Nailed It and
That would be fun.
and see. And Olivia can bake, and then we'll have, like, David, you're allergic to everything, dude. You're not going in the kitchen. Don't point to yourself. It'll be fun. We'll have, like, Olivia do one, and then we'll have, like,
Journey, the
Silas
jerk
can
bakes.
do one, Journey can do one, and then Shannon can do one. And it'll be great. Okay, Olivia, if you had to pick a favorite memory,
I have two.
okay, hold on.
So-
Shh. Two,
Like,
go for
one,
it.
it wasn't my first time coming.
Shh. Hold on, guys. Shh.
It wasn't my first time coming, but like Deja, like she was so welcoming and she made me feel loved and stuff. So I love Deja, and then also Winterfest because I like spoken tongues, and that was like my
This last
favorite.
Winterfest?
No, it was my first Winterfest.
Yeah.
That was like the first time.
Yep.
Spoken Tongues.
Do you want to talk about your poor taste in athletic teams, or you just want to skip that?
Yeah, we can talk about.
No,
kids
I
and
mean,
how, like,
I don't want to
amazing
put
they
you
are.
on the spot.
Right.
We don't want to talk about the devil, so we'll skip that.
Right.
Okay, we'll skip it. All right. Andrew, that mic will just be for you, man, I guess. Look at the picture of the cake. That's amazing. That's Grace's cake. That's awesome. All right, gracias. Hold on. What a lot of you may not know is that Grace was the flower girl in our wedding. And if only I had pictures, oh wait, I do. Yep, that's us and Grace.
Yeah.
Somebody said, you guys should go recreate those. And I was like, that's kind of awkward. We're not going to do that. But
So we'll see you Sunday.
there's Grace. Yep. I've just noticed, what is that little yellow ball beside me? Do you see that? Look.
It looks like a gumball.
What is, like
You were
this?
probably trying to bribe her at a young age.
You guys are gazing out the window lovingly, and I had to be like, just sit here for a second and take this picture. Here's gum, and then she threw it. I don't know what that is. Okay, sorry, I had to. Go ahead.
You guys know me. My name is Grace Sargent. I'm graduating from Greer Middle College, and I'm planning to go to Anderson in the fall. And I'm going to major in nursing with a focus in oncology.
Very nice.
What part of oncology? Any specific?
I just want to be an oncology nurse. That's kind of the goal.
Hold it up
Oh,
higher.
sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, yeah. I just want to be the nurse portion, so do the chemo and the radiation type thing.
Is that something that you've always wanted to do, or did your mom's journey impact that?
Mom's journey was a big part of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't originally that. I was going to do something with forensics or criminal or law enforcement, but when my mom got diagnosed with cancer, we got to see her go through that journey of oncology and her getting chemo and radiation treatments, and the nurses just impacted my life more than I thought they would. So that's who I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah, those people are amazing, and you realize very quickly that sometimes a calling from God is not always technically to be a pastor or a missionary, but it can be like any one of those nurses. It can be a teacher. It can be a large animal veterinarian. It can be all kinds. I love how Bradley was like, "Thank you." It can be all kinds of things. Okay, you are another one who's been here since 6th grade. If you had to pick a memory, what would it be? A favorite?
I actually been thinking about this one a lot recently for some reason. The first time I ever sang on stage was because you asked me to for your birthday.
I don't remember that.
Yep. And you said it would be the world to me if you sang on
Oh,
stage.
because you didn't want to do
I
it.
didn't want to.
Yeah.
Because Jen had asked me, and I was so scared, and I couldn't do it. But on your birthday, it was a Sunday, and I was in 9th grade, and I got up there and I sang, and I haven't left.
I have no memories of the, like, I had dinner recently with, they won't know Robbie, but Robbie was in our youth group, and now he's a youth pastor in Tennessee, and he brought some of his students to dinner, and he was telling all of these stories, and I didn't remember a single one of them. And they were like, "Is that true?" And I'm going, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't remember that. That's wow. Well, thank you for that birthday present.
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna come back. Andrew, you've had your own microphone for the whole time. So go ahead and tell everybody who you are.
All right, I'm Andrew Kiefer. I'm also graduating from GMC. Also going to Anderson for accounting.
That's a coincidence.
I'm not really a numbers guy, but I've been doing an internship whole school year. I like it, so we'll see where it goes.
So, accounting. What do you want to do with that?
I actually want to work for my uncle. He owns Grey Rock Accounting downtown.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, besides the obvious answer, we'll ask Jen's question that she asked Tyler. What brought you here?
Grace, obviously.
Yeah.
But no, I also felt very welcome. I was going here for probably about a month before I heard you preach. Like, I wanted to so bad. And every time I came to Wednesday, you just weren't talking. And I just kept coming back, and we were doing battles, and I loved every part of it. So it's just been great.
All right, so I'm going to start with you, and then we're going to go back around. These guys out here, 6th grade all the way up to 11th grade, if you had one piece of advice for them, and it could be practical, it could be spiritual, it could be life, whatever, but if you could tell them one thing and you knew that they would listen, what would it be?
Oh, man. I'd probably say, like, embarrassment. Like, it may seem very important, like, in that moment, but a couple days later, it's not going to matter at all. Just speaking from experience, and you'll get over it, so.
Yeah. It's not worried about what people think about you so much.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Grace, same question.
Find somebody in your life that you trust enough to give you the advice and for them to tell you that you're wrong.
For them to tell you that you're wrong.
Yeah. Because I'm someone who thinks that I'm right a lot of the time, and it takes a lot to tell me that I'm wrong, but I have my counsel, and 2 of them are here, my aunt and my grandma and my mom. I take everything to them, and I know that they'll give me good spiritual advice, and they'll tell me if I handled a situation wrong, if I said something wrong, and they will always hold me accountable. So it's my big advice. Find somebody you trust that will always hold you accountable.
Same question.
I would say probably like don't be afraid to talk to someone else, like if you don't have friends or whatever, because they're shy too, and like we're all just that way, and they'll want to be your friends. It might be intimidating, but it's usually not if you just go up and talk to them.
Yeah. Kate?
I'd probably say choose your circle wisely, because I mean you can just be friends with people and they just constantly tear you down, and that is not good.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. Briley, you got something?
I'd say probably don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Oh, that's good. What do you mean?
Great one.
Well, if you drop the basket, the eggs are gonna break, so then you're not gonna have any more eggs.
Nick, you can or you can pass it, whatever you want to do, man. Go ahead.
Just because you say you're not going to do something doesn't mean you won't. You will change your mind, speaking from experience. So keep your options open.
I actually have 2 pieces of advice. One of them is going to be for the younger people. Figure out what you want to do when you start. Coming from experience, I wanted to be a carpenter in my 8th grade year, my 8th and 9th grade year, and I stuck through it throughout my whole high school And here I am now going into something I have nothing about. Find out what you want to do when you're young, and when you get to your graduation year, you know what it's going to be like. And don't be afraid when certain things come up, because when you get afraid, in my life at least, that's when the devil will start creeping in. 4 years ago, you don't mind if I tell a little story?
No.
So 4 years ago.
Wait, it's not like illegal or anything. It's like, oh, okay, then no, you're good, man. Yeah, go for it.
So for about four and a half years ago, I had a chiropractor look at me and told me that my lower back was forged together, and we wouldn't be able to get it ripped back apart. I was afraid for 2-3 years, and for that 2 or 3 years, I had crept out of the church. I had gotten away from God, and I had recently came back to him roughly about a year ago, hint, hint. And we started back on it. We prayed for the whole year. We kept working on it. We kept trying stuff. And when it came to this past Winterfest, fun fact, I wasn't even up there for that. I didn't go up to the front to pray for myself. I went up there to pray for a couple of my buddies. And
isn't it funny how that works sometimes?
yes, holy crap, yes. I had I can't remember for the life of me who came up behind me and prayed for me. But someone came up and prayed for me. I went back to the room. I lay down, and I woke up that morning and there was nothing. I didn't feel a thing. I literally ran down the steps with my buddies with my bags in my hands. And then, actually a little bit more to it, this Monday we went for a follow-up appointment, and I told them the full story. And that woman looked at me and said, well, that kind of checks out because your back's clean. You're free to go. You don't have nothing else to do. So in those moments where you're told something that's going to kind of set you back, don't let it get to you, because if it does, it's going to be a very bad trip.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's all right. All right, Deja.
Okay, so mine's gonna sound a little weird, but it's actually from one of Bo's sermons. Don't be a princess. Like, when things don't go your way, like, just accept it and don't pitch a fit and act stupid or whatever.
So you had a similar experience to Cody at Winterfest. Talk about that for a second, if you don't mind.
So, golly, January 23rd, I tore my ACL and meniscus playing basketball. Went to the doctor, X-rays, MRIs. I found out on the way to Winterfest actually that I tore my ACL and meniscus. Then we prayed that Saturday, and but okay, the way that it happened, I was praying for my knee and everything, and so my knee was still the same. Then I went and prayed for my mom, whose like gallbladder had been messed up or whatever, and she had told us about this before. And when I was praying for her, I got like this feeling. It was like, hey, bend your knee, and I bent my knee, and I couldn't bend it like past here, and I couldn't straighten it fully and put weight on it or at all. And so I was straightening it. I could straighten it and put weight on it. I could bend it just about fully. But I'm not gonna get another MRI, but I have my surgery scheduled to have, repair or whatever. But the hope is that when they go in, it's gonna be like all put back together. So.
But you couldn't bend it all the way, and
I couldn't bend it at all. Like I had a horrible limp. You can ask Ashton, because we went to Ulta and Target the day after, and I could not pick my foot up for the life. Like I was dragging my foot, and it was scraping across the concrete, and I had a limp, and I had Tyler in their winter formal, and you could tell in the pictures my knee was like doubled in size.
girl, you tried to go back out and play in the game after it happened.
You told me I was faking it. Even you told me I was faking it. And okay, here's the thing. I go and jump stop on this court that is made out of rubber bands. It was a rubber court, okay?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
And I jump stop, and my knee buckles, pops, and I fall on the floor. And I'm telling everyone, it popped. It's not, but something's not right. And And they're like, oh, you're dramatic, you're getting old, go back out and go walk. So I'm walking, and my knee keeps hyperextending because, you know, my ACL meniscus is torn. And so my dad's like, hey, are you okay? He didn't know what happened. And so I was just like, okay, fine, we're losing, I'll go back in. And I pass the ball into Shaylin, and I'm running down the court like an idiot. Even you told me I looked stupid. Yeah, I know you told me. And I'm running, and as I'm like, when you
Tyler, you might want to scoot over, dude, a little bit.
And I'm running down the court, and you know, like when you like run, you have one foot, you know, in the air. I could feel everything shaking around because everything wasn't where it needed to be at, and I got hit again, and I was on the floor rolling around like an idiot.
I didn't think you were faking. Everybody around me was like, oh, here we go, but I didn't think you were faking. It's like,
Because I knew something was wrong.
But it doesn't feel like that now.
It feels better. Like I can like hop and jump around. Like I can, because I kid you not, when I had that dance, I had to paint my toes. And it was so bad because I couldn't bend.
yeah, we all noticed.
I couldn't bend my knee to like do it, so I was like literally just, and they were gel, and so I had to use the like little.
It's the sisters' fault that you played that night, that team.
Yeah, the
It's
sexy sisters.
Well, I wasn't going to say that part. That's why I
Nasty
just said
nuts?
sisters, but
Oh, no. That's what they call it.
that is what they called themselves. They need Jesus. All right. Tyler, you already said fill out your college applications early, but anything else stick out to you?
Please be kind. Even if you hate the person. Even if you hate the person, be kind. If you love them, be kind. If they hate you, be kind. Just always greet them with a smile. You'll never lose being kind to someone. It takes, it does kind of take, it does take some effort, but you know, just be kind. You'll always win something from it. And you don't know what the other person is going through, so, you know, the grass may not be always greener on the other side. I don't know how the saying goes, but just be kind to them. And that's my advice. Just be kind no matter what.
All right, this not necessarily going to apply to everybody, but for those of you that have been here since the 6th grade, which I think, who is that? Raise your hand. That's what I thought. Okay. Nick, you don't have to answer if you don't want to, because you said you didn't want to tell a story. You said you didn't want to talk, so I don't want to put you on the spot.
You're getting more comfortable now.
If you could look at that 6th grader 7 years ago in the fellowship center where we had that welcome party, what would you say to him or her? Whoever wants to go first.
It's all gonna be okay.
How did you feel that day? Scared?
Not really, because I knew everyone that was there.
Yeah. That's what you would say. It's all going to be okay.
Yeah,
It's good.
Because if I would have known, if little me would have known,
Nothing.
if little me would have known like the ride that high school and would have been, and a little bit of middle school, I would be worried. So, but it all worked out.
Yeah. Somebody else. Yeah, go ahead, Kate. Yeah.
Sorry. Probably don't care so much about what other people think about you.
Yeah. That's good. Nick, Grace, whichever. Nick's. Here, Tyler, you can pass that back to Grace. Go ahead, Nick.
I did not know we had a welcome party, so I don't remember.
Okay, but
if I had to guess, I'd probably tell myself to be more social. It would probably help right now. Yeah, just be more social and welcome, and have the older people welcome the new people.
yeah. All right, Grace.
I would tell her to not walk away from her family because this is her family. and I walked away from it from a really long time. And it, that's one thing I would say. The people and their relationships,
Hey, all right.
the people and the relationships that you make here are the ones that are gonna last past high school. And I know people tell you that all the time. And I know that's a thing that you hear all the time. But seriously, like, these girls up here have been with me in my hardest times and my easiest times, and I have never once doubted my friendship with them. But the ones at school and outside of there constantly do. So keep your family close. That's what I would tell her.
So let's talk a little bit more about that family aspect of what PCS is. Somebody tell your journey, and not necessarily just like in your friend group, but in PCS as a whole, how that impacted you, or how PCS impacted you just through your journey of high school or even middle school.
Scotty's going to preach.
And what PCS means to you.
So, like y'all said earlier, I ain't been coming for Lord knows how long. I've only been coming for a year, but when I walked through them doors on the first night, I really wasn't in the faith like I should have been. And hanging out with some of the guys back there, Aiden, Brinston, Austin, all them, and Nick, sorry buddy, and just hanging out with them and just talking to them, made it to where I can comfortably say, hey, I can go back there and have fun. I can go back there and have friends. And if you would have looked at me a year later and looked at me now, you would see two completely different people. PCS has been, even just for the year, close to 8, 9 months, changed me more than several years of going and even graduating from that church that I was going to. And I don't think I know if I would have just stayed where I was, I don't think I would have been where I am now.
Somebody else.
I think they want Olivia to talk. That's what.
Wait, repeat the question.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that. I don't remember what I said. That was like 10 minutes ago. What does being at PCS mean to you? Like, take the friends out of it. Just having PCS and coming here on a regular basis. What has that meant to you?
So I can have like a terrible week, and then I come here, and then like it makes me feel so good. Like it's like a safe place in a way. Like you'll have a bad day, and then you come here, and then it's like everything's okay now. I love the worship here. That's amazing. Y'all sing beautifully, and
Thank you.
It's like also the preaching's amazing too. But I don't know. It's just it is the people too. I know you said like not the friends, but it is. That's like a big part of it. It's just the people.
PCS is just like something that was like constant that I really liked. I don't know, because I can't say anything about friends, you said, right?
Right. I mean, obviously friends are part of it.
They are. But also
but
like the leaders and stuff. I always love like the relationships I made with like the leaders. I just know that I can come to them for anything.
make me cry.
All right, let me give you my spiel for you guys. Whether you've been here a year or just in high school or from the 6th grade or from birth, what you're talking about, it doesn't have anything to do with a building or a place. It has everything to do with the community of people who are loving and serving Jesus together. And that doesn't stop just because you graduate high school. Because for each and every one of you, God has incredible plans for your life, more than you could ever even ask, think, or imagine. And just looking at you guys and the things that you've faced, and the things that you've been through, and the highs and the lows, and the ups and the downs, it's amazing to see you at this young age in your life, and for you to be able to actually testify and mean it that, man, I never would have made it without Jesus. He never gave up on me. So if I could tell you one thing that I knew you were going to listen to, it would be, this is where it starts to get hard. I know that's real encouraging. This is where it starts to get hard. And this is the time to put into place everything that you've learned and everything that you've heard, and continue to grow, and continue to trust in him, and continue to lean on him. Because just like Deja said she would say to her 6th grade self, everything is going to be okay. If I could look at my senior in high school self, I would say that to him too. I'd probably tell him to change his hairstyle too, and get rid of the goatee. But I would tell him too, everything's going to be okay. As long as you follow Jesus, and as long as you love him, and as long as you allow him to lead you and guide you and direct you in everything you do, that's all you need at the end of the day. That's all you need. We love you guys so much. It's not over. I mean, like, tonight's over, but like, it's not over. You got another, we had to do this kind of early because May is kind of crazy and graduations and stuff, but we love you and we're proud of you more than you'll ever know. And it does seem just like yesterday that we were having that 6th grade meeting. And then it seems just like yesterday that you guys were at our house for Rise of the Freshmen, if you remember that. We did that. But just because this chapter of your life is coming to an end, again, that doesn't mean that the Lord is done writing your story. Now it's time for you to move into the next chapter and see what incredible things he has for you as you continue to lead others and follow him at the same time. Here's what I want to do before we leave. I want every person in the room, I want you to just stretch your hands this way, and we're just going to agree together, and we're going to ask the Lord to bless these guys, okay? Father, in Jesus' name, thank you for the last 45 minutes of hearing the testimonies of your goodness and your grace and your provision. And Lord, for the testimony that even at 17 and 18, even though they're not fully grown up yet, they still can stand here and say that they never would have made it without you. Lord, I pray that you would give them wisdom and guidance in their life. I pray that you would give them protection. I pray that you would put a stronghold around them. Lord, just like your word says, when you said to Simon Peter that the enemy has asked to sift him as wheat, I believe that the enemy has tried with every person on this stage to destroy them, to come after them, and for no other reason than to stifle the work of the kingdom of Christ that you're going to do through them. I pray that you would just build a stronghold of protection around them. I pray that you would just bind them together with cords that can't be unbroken. And I pray for the anointing of the Holy Spirit, that they would continue to be a light in a dark place. As they go their different ways, I pray that they would continue to seek you in everything that they do. I pray that you would bless them, and I pray for the rest of us that we would learn from their example, that we would listen to their wisdom, and that we can continue to grow with each other in you. And we ask all of this in Jesus' name. And everybody said together, amen, amen. Give it up for the seniors.
And I'm going to interrupt really fast.
What?
Sorry, excuse the tears, and I literally can't breathe. Allergies are killing me right now. But you guys don't even know how awesome our youth pastors are. Like little innocent slide and plug right here. I may have known them since literally birth, but we really take them for granted, like a lot. They sacrifice so much for us, and they have. They're, 17 years that you've been doing this? How long? 17? I'm 18, so they've been doing this about, never mind. But
You don't have to do math much longer, don't we?
I have an accountant boyfriend. I think I'm going to be okay. But they put so much on the line for us every single day, and every single trip, every single Winterfest and camp, they do it all for us. And I love you guys so much. And I am so grateful that I've had the opportunity to have you guys as my youth pastors for this whole time. But if you have years left with them, get to know them a little more. Bo's not just the guy that stands up here and gives a word every Sunday and Wednesday and works Winterfest for us. He's one of the most anointed men I've ever met in my entire life. He speaks so much life into me and my family, and he can do the same for you if you need it. And Jen's not just the lady that stands up here and sings every day, but she is an amazing woman of God, and she has also spoken so much life into my family. And they're both awesome. So if you have time left with them, use it wisely, because they deserve all of it. And Jesus has used them for this entire time to speak so much life into all of us and encourage us. And I really don't know who I'd be without them. We say we don't know who we'd be without Jesus, but I also don't know who I'd be without them. So,
Well, thank you. We love you. We love all of you. All of you. We love you. I know I promised you $20 to say that. We'll go 25 because that was good. Thank you. All right. We love you guys.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Please.
Am I going to get in trouble?
Later, because I want to say something.
Wait, I am going to get in, just to clarify. I've been in enough trouble this week. I don't want to be in trouble anymore. Not from her.
Yes, we love you all. But just remember that you always have a place here, too. You can always call PCS your home. You can always call Praise Cathedral your home. And I don't think anyone's going too far away that you can't still come here. But if you can't come here, let us help you find a church to get plugged into at college. Don't look at this time away in this next chapter as a newfound freedom where you just walk away from everything you've ever known, because that also is very easy to do when you get out from underneath mama and daddy's fingertips, so to speak. It's dangerous to think that way, and I can tell you that from personal experience. Remember who you are, and remember whose you are. Jesus has plans for every single one of you. Don't walk onto that campus and think that this is going to be a whole new you, and you don't have to think about anything that you've ever been taught or learned or know about Jesus. Yes, you are going to be a whole new you because you're going to grow and you're going to learn. But don't lose yourself in that process. Don't lose yourself to where you don't know who you are anymore, because it's very easy to do. But know that you always have a home. You're home with your family, but you're home with your PCS family too. And we are always just a phone call away or just a visit away. You know that we have an open door policy at our house, and a lot of you have used that many times, and nothing brings us more joy than when someone knocks on our door and it's one of y'all. And that goes for any of you. We love you so much, and we are here. This isn't goodbye. We can't wait to see what you do with your life. And we are so excited for this next chapter for you. But don't lose yourself in the newfound freedom that you're about to have. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to use all the tools that you've learned this so far and to continue to grow and continue to learn and to become the men and women of God that God has for you to become. We love you.
Yeah, that was great. I'm not going to get in trouble for that. Okay. I'm going to try this again. I love you. Hope you have a great week. Don't forget Easter Sunday, this Sunday, okay? Oh, hey, and I want to mention very quickly, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in the worship center, a special prayer service. It's called In the Garden. It commemorates when Jesus prayed in the garden. It'll be like 45 minutes tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And then Friday, I don't think you guys have school Friday. Friday at noon, Good Friday communion in the worship center. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow night, Friday at noon, come out to that, okay? If not, we'll see you Sunday morning to celebrate the risen Lord. We love you. Have a great rest of your week.